Hi folks, welcome back to another Paylune resource walkthrough video. Today we're going to be looking at the Fivemap resource, which allows you to see live player locations on a website, even if you're not on your server. So this is awesome if you have a community that just wants to see what's going on when they're not logged in, maybe see where people are, or if you just want to keep track of the action on another monitor. Okay, so first and foremost here, this is my FiveM server data folder. Under resources, you want to put in the actual Fivemap resource. I have mine under a Paylune folder, and this is Fivemap. It should look something like this when you've extracted it out and put it in a folder. This looks great. You might be missing like config.json in your data folder, which is fine. No worries there. It'll be created when the resource starts for the first time. Okay, over in server data now, I'm going to actually do my run.bat file to start my server. You might start your server a different way. Just do whatever you normally do. Okay, so from here, actually, we've already started the Fivemap resource up. Just make sure you have ensure Fivemap in your server.config file. Otherwise, you can start it by running start Fivemap command in the console like that. If I go to my browser and go to localhost 30120, this is the same port as your FiveM server /Fivemap and hit enter. You should see the map render. So this is really cool. However, I don't see any players here yet, and that is because I'm actually not logged in. So let me log in on my other computer. And in just a second, I should see this update as soon as I load it into the game. So the map will update every 5 seconds with new player locations, which is perfect. So here I just spawned in. Looks like I'm possibly a little bit north. Actually, let me check on the map where I am. I'm actually way down here, the bottom right of the map. There we go. So Ryan Hatticus, I'm player ID 1 on the server. I can click on myself for an exact location. Ryan Hatticus is my in-game name. Perfect. So as I move around in the server, so if I turn on like no clip, for example, give me 1 second to do that and actually start flying around, you'll notice that like my actual player marker is moving as well with me. So here I'm just over the highway, and there you go. So that looks quite good. So yeah, this right now though is currently insecure, right? So I wouldn't want to share this insecure, URL with my users. If I have like an IP address 30120/Fivemap, it would work. However, your browser is going to warn you. So in order to get around that, I recommend a reverse proxy setup. And this sounds super complicated, but Fivemap has everything bundled in it to actually just make this as simple as possible. The first thing you want to do is go into the resources folder and go find that Fivemap resource and go to the actual root here, and you should see this proxy.bat file for Windows or proxy.sh if you're running on Linux. Just run this. This is going to start a proxy with actually a software called Caddy, which is in this folder here. And this is going to allow you to access your actual Fivemap from 30140 directly. And what's cool about this is now I can actually put this, site behind, a domain with a tunnel. So in this case, we're going to use Cloudflare. I'm going to show you how to set that up today. It's actually quite simple and free, more importantly. All you have to do is go to Cloudflare's website, create an account, and then onboard your domain. There are plenty of ways to, change over your name servers and whatnot, depending on what registrar you're using. I recommend just looking up a YouTube video. Say you have your domain with GoDaddy. Just look up how to switch from GoDaddy to from GoDaddy to Cloudflare name servers. There should be plenty of videos out there. But once you do have your domain configured, you should see an overview page. It kind of might look like this. You should have DNS configuration in here as well now, which is great. And so now we're going to do something called a zero trust tunnel. And this is basically going to proxy external traffic through a Cloudflare tunnel to your server. And the best part about that is that it's going to allow you to do this, with enabling HTTPS and keeping your actual site secure. So if I look up zero trust tunnel, or just tunnel actually, you should see it under zero trust networks tunnels. So if I click on that, it'll blur some stuff here because I have some other tunnels. You go over to create a tunnel. And then here, choose Cloudflare. This is just tried and true, tested. Here you can name your tunnel. Here I'm going to call this Paylune, which is great. And hit save. Cool. Now choose your device's operating system. In this case, we're using Windows for my server. and just follow the instructions. So you have to download an installer, run the installer, open the command prompt as admin, and run this command. So I'm going to do that. Actually, I have my Windows server here in another tab. So I'm going to download this installer. I've actually installed this once before. And you just want to run that. So just go through the prompts and install that all the way. And then once you're done, go to the actual terminal and open this up as admin, and then hit yes. And then go to the Cloudflare dashboard here, cloudflare.exe service install, copy that command, and just paste it here, and everything should work. So in my case, I've already, using a tunnel, so I'm going to actually uninstall my current installation, and you can do this too in case you just need to restart everything. And I'm going to try this once again. So there we go. I've installed a new tunnel, an agent service, and you should see this message just like this if you've succeeded. Okay, I hit X. Now if I go to my browser again, I can actually mostly X out of here. I can just hit Next, and it's going to bring you right to a publish application route, which is exactly what we want. So here we have map, domain, so I'm going to blur some stuff here. Okay, I'm going to pick Paylune.com, and then a path is optional. In this case, I don't need a path. I'm going to select my service type, which is going to be HTTP, and then localhost 40140. So this is the actual proxy port that we saw working earlier. I'm going to hit complete setup. And now, if I open a new tab to map.paylune.com / we should be able to see our map once it gets completed there. So if I go back into this tunnel, I'm just going to check one more time, looking at our published application routes, that this is all set up correctly. So 41040, I believe that is right. If we try this over here, I'm sorry, 30140 is what it should be. So if I go to 30140 and then hit save, there we go. So that should be right. And if I refresh the page now, here is our map. It's served over a secure connection. And this is what I would send out to other folks in my server. So that is it. If you have any questions about anything you've seen today, please let us know over in our support channel on Discord.